And that's the thing. I'm so glad you touched on this, because this has come up many times in conversations with my guests on the podcast, and even with my friends. I keep seeing this, because now that women are getting in their mid-30s and late 30s, they're starting to worry. And all of these friends that I have, or even guests that I've met, one of them even said on the podcast that, I feel like I have the villa that I always wanted. I have my cars, I have my 6-figure business, and I sit in my house alone. And now I'm thinking, did I go wrong? Should I have focused on finding a husband? Should I have focused on having kids younger? Because that's when you are at your peak on the sexual market value, if you want to call it that. And now she's like, now what do I do? And now I see this kind of like, I don't know how to explain it other than passive depression that is rampant around, where you see all these successful women who at the end of the day come home to like a quiet apartment, and they're sad and they feel like they went wrong somewhere. What would you say to these people?
I think that the grass is always greener on the other side. I know that there's a lot of married women that wish they could come home to an empty house. I swear. Like, they have glamorized having children and marriage so much, and people don't see the behind the scenes. They always like show you the pretty picture, but all the work that is behind the scenes, all the arguments, all the compromises, all the things, that cheating that happens, and then you have to think, oh my God, do I want to stay married because I don't want to lose face in front of other people, so I just stay married with a cheating husband, and I just look nice in front of everyone, and then someone looks at them and think, oh, I wish I had that. No, you don't. You don't know what's going on in someone's house behind closed doors. My parents, like everyone that knew them, they thought like, oh, father's a great guy. Such an amazing man, such a religious man, they would say, Behind closed doors, that was literally the devil himself, You never know what is going on. So I would say never glamorize something. If I think right now about having children and a husband, that's a huge responsibility. Huge. I rather right now in this position of my life have my business, make my own money, and be independent,